Hey y'all, it's me, it's Craig with the Bickhams and Small Town Reach Out. Come on in everybody. We got to cook, and we got to cook like in a hurry, y'all. We got to go live at 6 o'clock for our private group, so we fixing to get this done. Get you some community coffee, y'all. Bring it home. Dark roast. Alright, it's a beef stroganoff kind of night for us, y'all. So let's get some things going. I got some water boiling with a little salt. We're going to put a little liquid gold in that salt, y'all. In that water. A little bit of liquid gold. I need a little bit, a couple of tablespoons of liquid gold in here. So we're going to do a little bit there. Give or take a tablespoon, you know what I mean. I needed my little squeezed garlic there. So we got to brown some ground meat. Let me get my glasses on. Let me get my glasses on. Hey, Miss Tammy. Alright, so we got some ground meat that she thawed out. Ow. So we're going to stick the ground meat in there. Can I have my little chopper, please? That's about 2 pounds of ground meat, y'all. My little Pampered Chef chopper to chop it up. We're going to get that going. When that starts sizzling, you know, when it starts getting happy. I'm going to need a spoon too, baby. Alright, while this is getting happy, just a normal spoon. Normal spoon. Oh, normal spoon. Just a normal spoon, right? I got 1 onion chopped, y'all. I got to chop 1 bell pepper. Ooh, come back. Come back, Cam. You don't have to put bell pepper in it if you don't want, y'all. So I got 1 bell pepper. And we got we got some mushrooms. So we're just going to chop it up. I'm going to get the noodles going here in a minute. I'm going to let Melissa kind of handle that. So just kind of rough chop the bell pepper. Ooh, we're popping. Popping now. Put that down a little bit. Ow. Alright, so let's get this meat kind of broke up, y'all. That's that little bit of water mixing that oil. So we want that to kind of, once we get it chopped up, we're going to start adding all the vegetables in, and we're going to let them cook in there with the ground meat. Then I can put the timer on. I got 1 bag that's already open, so that's not quite, that's close to half a bag. And I told Colby and them they can come eat. So it'll be about a whole bag, give or take a little bit. So I'm gonna set that over there, out my way for now. Watch out, Bellaweeze. I'm gonna use my little spoon. You gotta kind of stir it up a little bit. So about a bag. I'm gonna put my lid on until it comes back to a boil. We're gonna cut it down. I'm only gonna cook them about 9 minutes, y'all. Let's bring that back to a boil. That way they stay a little bit al dente, you know. Hey, we buy the 90-10 meat, so we don't buy the 80-20. So it needs that little bit of extra oil in there. Plus, it's good for you. All right, I got to make some beef broth. So I got my 3 bouillon cubes and 2 cups of water. Get on mine. I need these out of my way. Little miss here needs to be out of my way. Little miss. She's going to trip me. Bellaweeze. I got to turn, y'all. I got to have a little bit more room in here.
Come on, Colby. Come on, Bellaweeze.
Colby.
Come on, Cooper. Come on, Sophie.
She just called the dog Colby. Called the dog Colby. Now these bell peppers they didn't hardly have none that was real green, you know. They just didn't. So just rough chop them. No big deal. And then we got to get the mushrooms chopped. Alright, so the noodles is coming to a boil. Make sure this is kind of chopped up. At least enough. Take that lid off so it don't burl over. So it don't burl over, y'all. Alright, let me put the onions and the bell peppers in. See if I can put that in there without it spilling everywhere. Can you get on the comments, please? I can't keep up with them and cook, y'all. I just can't do it. Can't do it. It's hard for me to keep up with all the comments. Hey, Tammy. Thank y'all for sprinkling, y'all. Thank y'all. All right, so we got our mushrooms already kind of washed. I'm just going to stir these around in here for now. And I got to get this cooking, y'all. About 9 minutes to make my beef broth. All right, so we got some big whole mushrooms. Leave them out if you don't want them. Oh, I'm just going to slice them. You know, so they look like a, you know, they look like a mushroom. They look like a mushroom, you know. I like them. I like raw mushrooms. Oh, I just do. It makes a pretty stroganoff whenever you're putting these things in there. So I'm just slicing them up. In the ends, I just cut into little pieces. All right, so I'm just going to take and we're going to put all the mushrooms in, y'all. If I don't drop them all. So just get your mushrooms. Put them in. I'm fixing to have to, we're going to go from the chopper to the spoon. Because I got to get everything cooked down. I need my knife so I can get all this up.
Do you need me to do these noodles?
You can, here. She's going to stir the noodles a little bit and make sure they don't stick on the bottom. That's why I put that olive oil in my noodles, y'all. I do the same thing in my rice. Oh, Lord. Jump there. Some meat flew off. Flew on to the other, whatchamafloppy. The burner. So now I'm going to have it's going to try to get smoked up right there. Alright, so now I'm just going to fold everything in, get some heat going back on, till all of these mushrooms, onions, meat, and everything's kind of cooked. Then we're going to start adding in all of our other stuff, our seasonings. Now we're going to do the cream cheese and I'll do the cream cheese, then we'll do the sour cream last.
Oh, Miss Tammy said something real sweet.
What'd she say?
She said, just want to say I appreciate all the effort and time you guys put into your videos, and I enjoy them very much. Don't let naysayers discourage you. Keep up the great work.
Oh, we good, y'all. We good. I even went back, y'all. I went back and I let them back in the it was on my mind, and I think I just kind of overreacted. I was having not so good of a day Sunday, so we passed that now. So we good. So I hope y'all like beef stroganoff. And community coffee. That's a strong cup of coffee because I didn't make it as
Thank you, Miss Deb. Miss Deb says she feels the same way.
hot. All right, so instead of flour, now it normally calls for flour. I'm going to use some root. I'm just going to use some dry powdered root. Get out there. Instead of flour, because I want that to be I want to have that roux taste in this. I don't want to have just the flour. Don't want to worry about making any kind of roux with that flour.
Miss
So we're going to
Shirley-
use the powdered roux.
Miss
You like
Shirley
the new
said
stove?
she-
I absolutely like the new stove.
She said she got her one with an air fryer.
This one's got the air fryer in it.
The one Chelsea bought has an air fryer.
They bought a stove?
Yeah, she bought a stove.
Really? I didn't know they bought a stove. Nice. So, all right, I've got, well, she's close to 3/4 a cup sour cream. That'll go in last, y'all. We have someone confess. What?
I don't know.
Confess on another line. Oh, I'm sorry. We've got 2 cups of beef broth, 2 cups of, well, actually, she's a little more than 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So once we get, this is almost done, we're going to go ahead and get the noodles. Let me check the noodles. I don't want the noodles to get all the way cooked, y'all.
They probably about
They
right.
about done. They about done. We're going to take, we'll try to get one out. It might be more than one. I'm going to set that right there to cool a little bit. Blow it off. Y'all need some smell-o-vision to smell this, y'all.
Oh,
Smells good.
it does smell good.
Yep. All right.
Hey,
So
Sally.
the noodles didn't quite make 9 minutes. They're a little bit al dente like I want them because I'm going to try to be putting them in here. All right. Sink. Cold water. Y'all know I turned cold water on. Dang. Y'all, it's got a smell in here now where this stuff got on my burner. Stinks. Get off there. It's burning it up. So I got her running the cold water. Whenever I drain my hot stuff in the sink, I run cold water to it because y'all, you pour this hot water into plastic glued together pipes. Alright, so I just take a little bit of water back in the pot, put it back on the hot burner, and let it kind of, it'll steam, it'll keep the noodles going. Alright, so we're going to get these mushrooms to where they get kind of shriveled up, all incorporated together. I'm going to be using my seasoning mixture that I blend up tonight.
Hey, Miss Donna. She's from the Outer Banks, North
Outer
Carolina.
Banks. I like that show.
Yeah.
I'd like to come see that one day over there. I've never been over there to the Outer Banks. It looks pretty on TV from what I've seen. Alright, and you don't have to add the bell peppers, y'all. If you want to leave that out. I like to be kind of extra like that. I just like bell peppers. I like bell peppers and I like onions. And you're only trying to cook your vegetables down where they're translucent a little bit. We're not trying to brown nothing up with this. I don't think I need that one. We're gonna, once we get this done, we're gonna add some Worcestershire or wash your sister sauce, whatever y'all want to call it.
The label came off.
The label came off of this one. This is Lee and Perrin. I don't get no money from these, so I don't get paid by these people. All right, this is my mixture. This is my homemade mixture, y'all, that I use.
Oh, Miss Patsy said she loves the way you throw your towel over your shoulder. Her mom used to do that. It's a happy memory for her.
All right, so as y'all can see, look, the mushrooms, everything's kind of wilting down. That's what we're looking for. Don't worry about the juice in there. That juice is like a lot of goodness, y'all, so don't be taking the juice away.
The grandbabies are all doing great.
Yep.
We saw two of them today. We saw Aiden yesterday.
Yep, we've seen all of them this week.
Yeah, all of them this week.
We don't have Evie Kate today and tomorrow. We'll have her again starting Friday. That's good. That's all
Hey,
made.
Miss Gloria.
I still got my onions and stuff out. I ain't worried about that.
Gloria.
Alright, so everything, it's going to take about 5 minutes, y'all, to get everything kind of down. Now, I'm going to get the lid in a minute after I get everything finally in it, except the sour cream. And we're going to kind of let it simmer, and it's going to cook itself on down. You know what I mean? And
They're all saying bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, let me put that down. Ooh, hot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in, we're going to probably put 3 tablespoons to start of your wash your sister sauce. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a little bit more. It's probably going to take close to 4, but we're going to do 3.5. We're going to do 3.5, and we're going to call that good for now. Stir that around. Now, if I want it darker, golly, that flew out. If I want this to get darker, I'll use a little bit of my kitchen bouquet.
Well, normally it's kind of whitish, look creamy.
It is, but if I want it to turn a little bit darker, then I'll add some kitchen bouquet to it. No problem for me. All right, I don't measure this stuff, y'all, for my garlic. I'm gonna cut it down a little bit. We're just gonna squirt some garlic in there. So we're gonna call that a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons. We're gonna call it 4 teaspoons. Is what we're gonna call it. I think we'd be good with that. Oh Lord, did you lock her up?
Yeah.
Y'all should smell this. Lord bless my soul. It really smells good with that wash your sister sauce. You know. It smells like really good, y'all. Hey, Janet. So cool. Oh, hey, y'all. Here's the kitchen bouquet. Let me show you. I like to buy the big bottles, but all she could find was the little bottle. Kitchen bouquet. It's a browning sauce. It don't take much, but you can take and you can turn some stuff darker if you need to, because you didn't brown everything down and give it that color. So this works good. Don't overdo it. It don't really taste like anything good to me. It just I use it for color. So if I need it, I got it. I'm gonna start adding my seasoning. Y'all know how I measure. Check it up. And y'all know this is my mixture of salt, black pepper, granulated garlic, and granulated onion. So we're going to go in with a pretty good tablespoon. Y'all see that? Y'all know how I measure. I'm going to get a little bit more. So I like a heaping tablespoon is where we're going to start. I'm going to stir that in. Oops. Then I have to wipe up again. And I think everything's as translucent as I want it. So now we're going to go in with our roux. I need this, y'all. Let me go rinse this tablespoon because I need it. I need that tablespoon. Need it. And then rinse to wash your sister sauce off. And let me see if I can get it dry. Because I don't want to stick it in that dried roux. Yep. And you can actually use like a gravy mix if you wanted to on this. Alright, so this is just dry powdered roux. We're going to put, I'm going to start off with 3 tablespoons. It might take 4. 3. Now that was a heaping one. So I'm going to see if I can get by with that. Just get it incorporated in. You got to get all the clumps out of it. Now this is going to thicken up. This is where we're going to have to start adding in our beef broth. Now if you've never had roux like this, it does taste different. A little bit different than making your own roux with flour. I don't have time for that. I said we got to be live in 30 minutes. This is probably going to have to simmer. It's probably going to take another, holy moly, blew out of there. Hot, hot, hot. Hang on, y'all. I gotta wipe. Well, I made a mess. I made a mess. All right, I'm putting one more. So we're going to call it 4, maybe a little more than 4. Get in there. Get in there, please. Mom, you still on the live? You need to get on, baby. This is when I need you. Y'all, her ADHD is the worst. Bless her heart. She needs to take another ADH pill. Alright, so y'all can kind of see the color change, and it's getting a little thicker. Hey, Miss Rita. Alright, so now, hot. That's hot, y'all. That's hot. Do this rag. And we're going to pour the beef broth. I need to stir it. I need to make sure. I ain't worried about using the same spoon. I need to just make sure them bouillon cubes is mixed up. And you may have to raise your heat up a little bit. 2 cups beef broth. And we're going to go in. Let me put it in here. Hang on, y'all. Hang on, everybody. Hot. Watch that one. When it overflows. Cut down just a little bit. So we're about to 6. Lord, it smells so good. So good. And now we're going to go in with the heavy whipping cream.
Miss Ruby's on.
Oh, Ruby.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Joanne.
So you know this is going to actually lighten it up. Melissa's my nurse today. So if it gets too light, like that, because it's just going to lighten it up. And I want that little bit of browner color, I'm going to add some browning sauce. And I'll show you what it does. Makes it really dark. If you want it to stay like light, that's fine. It ain't going to hurt nothing. It ain't going to hurt nothing. Now I'm going to put while it's heating back up, I'm going to put my cream cheese in. my cream cheese. This has been setting out, so it's room temperature. I'm gonna stick a whole block.
Hi, Miss Regina. Good afternoon.
See if I can get that in there. Ugh, Lord.
Still ain't wanting to get off.
Get off of there. Thank you.
There it goes.
I just hate to leave any behind. You know.
A little bit's okay.
I got it on me. Alright, so I'm just going to break it up because I'm going to start letting that melt. It's going to take a little bit of time for this to melt, y'all. Need that to get all the chunks out anyway.
Hey, Miss Nancy. How are you?
Now, if you wanted to take time to do like I did before and put this in the little blender, then blend it up, you can.
Thank you, Miss Laura.
You can add a little bit of that milk or something to it, some cream, blend it up. I just don't have time to do that today. So, that's going to stay chunky until this cooks down a little bit. Now, we're not going to put the sour cream in until last. I feel like I was forgetting something, but I'm not, am I?
No, you seasoned it and everything.
Yeah. Now, I'll kind of taste it. I'm going to get my spoon and taste. But you see how light colored it is? See how it turned it light when I put all that, oh, Miss Kathleen, all you do is call. Oh, wait, let me get my stuff. Oh.
Whipping cream.
When you put the whipping cream in, it turns it light color like that.
But stroganoff's supposed to be light.
I don't want it so light. I like that little bit of rich color. Let me shake this up, y'all. So I'm just going to shake it up. And it's like dark, y'all. Like dark. You'll see it when it comes out. It don't take a whole lot. You could use the lid. Like when I say like a couple teaspoons. Just a couple teaspoons. It's going to turn it. It'll still be light, but it's going to be a browner.
They're saying it looks good.
It's going to be a browner light. Now you see the difference? You can see it, can't you?
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
Yeah, but it's still light, and you just keep pouring a little bit at a time. You know, until what happened?
Y'all,
What I do?
the only stroganoff I've ever made is hamburger helper kind.
Oh, yeah, she ain't never made nothing like that.
I just don't make up recipes. I have to read the box.
All right. Well, give me the little bowl. I'm gonna let her taste it and see if I got enough seasoning. She'll tell me, y'all. She'll tell me if it's enough seasoning. I gotta get all that cream cheese down, and if I want it just a little bit darker, just a little bit, I can put another little bit.
Here, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna call it quits with that. Hang on.
Plate.
And we're just gonna get a little bit darker, a little bit. Did you get me the lid? She gave me the lid. Y'all, I got my avocados setting out trying to get soft. They was hard. I can't eat them things like that. They got to get ready. We had to put the onions and stuff on the counter, y'all, because Evie Cake gets them.
Evie Cake wants to get the
She
fruit
gets
and
the-
vegetables and play with
it.
them.
It makes a mess. All right, so you can see it's still creamy, but it just turns that little shade at a time darker. Hey, Miss Susan. Yeah, you can make this in a crock pot. You could. All right, so we're going to go to about 2. We're going to go to 2. Maybe, we're going to go to simmer. We'll go to simmer. We're going to put, it's pretty much creamed up, y'all. There ain't much of the cream cheese left. Is it, Mom?
Mm-mm.
Like, I mean, they got some little bitty pieces, but that's it. How you going to taste this on a plate?
Oh,
Get
what?
that little clear bowl. That's all you need. I can't. How's she gonna eat this liquid and taste it on the plate?
Well,
Oh, I should taste it with all my spoons. What I should do, because it's for us.
Here.
But if I do that, somebody'd be sending me hate mail. You know. I'm gonna give you a little bit of meat. A little bit of meat and a mushroom. There you go.
It's gotta cool, y'all, because I don't like my food real hot.
Well, you better blow it fast. Blow it fast. Fast. But it's good. All you have to do is let it simmer just to get the cheese done, y'all. Now, till she tells me it needs something in it. Now, if it needs some more seasoning, I got to put a little more seasoning in it. If it don't, then we good. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Lordy mercy. She ain't took a bite yet, y'all. She trying. Now she did.
A little more seasoning.
A little more seasoning, she said. See that? That's why I got it, y'all. I trust her. So we put a tablespoon before. So I'm going to go about a half a tablespoon. So it'll be about a tablespoon and a half. Maybe a little bit more. Does it need salt or does it need seasoning? Because my stuff don't have a lot of salt in it.
A little salt, yeah.
I can put a dash of salt. I ain't putting a lot of salt, but I can put a dash. Just a dash will do you. I got to fill my salt container back up. So about a half a teaspoon of salt. Just a little bit. I mean, just a little. Because we can add salt in it on your plate. But I'll give her a little bit. If she wants a little bit in there, I'll give it to her. Alright, so all the cream cheese is already down. I don't see any white pieces. None, y'all. So we good. So we creamed up. Everything's gone. Now we're gonna turn it off. And then we're gonna put the cream cheese in. So just turn it off the heat. Put all your sour cream. All your sour cream. Was it good, baby?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Like you want it?
Yeah.
Okay. She says it like she wants it, y'all. Happy wife, happy life. Good for me. Good for me. Good for her. Good for me. Let me give me a sip of coffee and we're going to start it up. Miss Judith, I sleep just fine. Coffee does not bother me. It does not bother me at all, y'all. Alright, so we got it. The heat's turned off, so y'all know it's still hot. But stir in that sour cream. If you want it a little darker, add some more kitchen bouquet. But we good. It's going to look like a stroganoff. That sour cream whitened it up a little bit.
We only got 15 minutes till we got
I know. We might be running a little bit late. I know we got some supporters on here, so. Hey, Miss Brenda, tell Mr. Gus we said hello. Kitchen bouquet, Miss Nancy, watch. I'm going to put a little bit more.
beef stroganoff.
Kitchen bouquet. It's backwards, but it says kitchen bouquet. Bouquet, ever how you want to pronounce it. Browning and seasoning sauce. I don't know who made. I think Kitchen Bouquet makes it. I'm going to put a little bit more. A little bit more. It don't take a lot, y'all. Get a little bit darker color. Just a little.
Thank you, Miss Beth. Miss Beth said we a great couple.
Oh, thank you, Miss Beth. Alright, so the sour cream's in. So I'm going to give her a little bit more. You know, and she can taste this. And then we're going in with the noodles. And it's going to be good. Let me let her taste. Now look, you got to taste this like pretty quick. Oop. A little bit. Put some on a spoon and taste it just a little bit. Y'all, she don't like her food hot. I ain't never understood it. I ain't never understood it. Tell me you good. She trying, y'all. She trying. Blow faster. Good?
Mm-hmm.
She said it's good. All right. So now we're going in with the noodles. All the egg noodles. And just stir it in. And then the noodles were al dente, so now they're going to be they'll cook just sitting in here. You know, as it sits, they'll get a little bit softer, so we didn't quite cook them all the way through. Now there's one last thing I'm going to put in this, because y'all know me. I'm like extra special. I like for my food to actually, I don't have any more green onions. I wish I did, but I don't. I don't have any more green onions, so let me get my parsley. Dried parsley, y'all. See how it kind of looks, it looks good, but you don't see no more of that bell peppers. It's gone. Thank you, Miss Roxanne. So now we're going to give it that little bit of pretty look by putting that dried parsley on, and we're going to be generous with it. We're going to be generous with the dried parsley. It's not going to change the flavor, and you're going to stir that in, and you're going to have all them little green specks. The little green specks is going to be all through there. It makes it look pretty. It will give it a little bit of flavor, especially if you had some real parsley to cut up. And that's it, y'all.
Miss Roxanne says she loves your Snoopy shirt.
I know, I do too. Mr. Craig,
And Miss
Mr. Craig
Deb
sent me
said it
that.
looks absolutely delicious.
Mr. Craig sent me that. Two Craigs make a right.
That's how I like mine, Timmy. I don't like my food steaming hot.
All right, so now, I mean, the heat's off. I'm going to set the spoon over here because I'm going to go ahead and wash up. I got the lid. I'll wash this. I'll go ahead and wipe, y'all. Hang on. Real quick, like, I still got to spray it, but I just like to wipe it up a little bit as I go. And now we got to come up with something like a vegetable, some kind of vegetable they want to go with it, but that's a wrap, y'all. That is a wrap. That is better than any
Hamburger
helper that you're going to get. You know, super easy, super...
Hey, Stacy. Hey, Vicky.
30 minutes, y'all, you can really, because, I mean, I've been sitting here, shooting the breeze with y'all. 30 minutes you can make, and this is going to feed me, Melissa. Chase is on his way home, Colby, Calla, and I'm sure Evie Kate going to eat just a little bit of it because she like good food, too. So, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I wish y'all could, if y'all could smell just a little bit. Just a little bit. Super easy. If you've never made it, it's not hard, y'all. Not hard at all.
Miss Vicky's
I'm
right.
OCD. I'm OCD with that stove. Just wait. When we finish now, it's going to get sprayed and cleaned up. So, but anyway. All right, y'all. We got to go get ready to be live for our supporter page. If you didn't know, we have a supporter group that we're live every Wednesday night for at 6 o'clock. It's $4.99 to join a month. We would love to have you there. So we're supposed to go out there and get ready to make something for them.
Oh, yeah. Green beans would be good.
Green beans. We might do some green beans. That sounds good to me. So hope y'all have a good supper tonight, too. I hope you enjoyed this. I will put this over into the Cooking with Craig from Small Town Reshop group. And I may not. I may not put this one on the with the Bickhams, but then again, I might. So with the Bickhams on YouTube, check out the blog, y'all, withthebickhams.com. I may take some pictures of it and put it in the blog. So y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday night. We'll see our supporters in about 15 minutes. Don't forget, do something to make you smile. Do something to make you proud. Cook something good. Do something to inspire somebody along your way, y'all. Say a kind word while you're out and about. We'll make somebody's day, and it will put a smile on your face. So make sure you invite somebody to our page. Send this to a friend or somebody in the family and tell them come hang out with Craig and Melissa right here with the Bickhams and Small Town Reshop. We love y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye, y'all.